Hello, and welcome to everyone joining us for this webinar. I'm Lincoln Hall, President of Briostack, and we're thrilled to have you here today for this conversation about the game-changing pest control software revolutionizing the pest control industry. Since 2015, Briostack has emerged not just as software, but as a trusted partner. It's helped transform pest control companies, turning challenges into opportunities and empowering businesses to grow and reach new heights that they had only dreamed of. Behind every growth story, there's a tale of dedication, innovation, and the need for an effective pest control software. We understand that need. That is what started this all, a pest control company that needed a solution to focus on automation, growth, and best practices in the pest control industry. So let's jump in. Whether you're an industry veteran or just starting out, there's something valuable for everyone. Again, thank you for attending and enjoy the webinar.
What's up, everyone? My name is Daniel. Briostack asked me to speak today about their software. I am one of their customers. I have been in the pest control industry for 5 years. I've worked in 3 different states. I've used a different pest control software before at another company. I've used paper invoices, believe it or not. And I've most recently, the past 3 years, have used Briostack software. So I obviously am a big fan of the software. In today's video, I'm going to go over 3 main points. First, I'm going to talk about a specific way that the Briostack software helped our business. Secondly, I'm going to share with you my favorite feature about the Briostack software. And thirdly, I'm going to share with you a little bit of advice and struggles that I had when deciding to switch over pest control softwares. So first of all, I was going to talk about that very specific example of how the Briostack software has helped my business, and that is by far with our mosquito services. When we did not have Briostack, we did mosquito services once a month. We printed them off on a dot matrix paper invoice. It was very, very old school. We sent them with the technicians, they brought them back, and we had to enter in all the information there. At one particular branch that my family and I managed, this branch started with 25 mosquito customers the first summer. After the first summer, we switched over to Briostack. We realized that the software was incredibly powerful and it could do lots of new things with our mosquito services. A few things we started doing differently with the mosquito services. We started doing it every 3 weeks instead of once a month. The Briostack software was able to schedule it exactly 21 days apart. That made our service much better. It allowed us to have a much more thorough coverage, and I think our customers saw that improvement immediately. It allowed us to send our customers text messages the day before we were out there automatically, so our customers knew when we were coming, the day before we were coming, and we did not have to call them. It was a great communication piece in improving this service as well. And finally, it allowed us to put credit cards on files to be ran with the completion of every single appointment. So that took a ton of hard work off of our end. And I knew our mosquito services were growing and growing and growing every single summer. It's now been 3 summers since the Briostack software. Remember, we started with 25, and I just had to check because they've been growing so quickly. We now have 155 mosquito services currently active. Really, the impressive part about that is that we don't have to do any work with these mosquito services because the software does everything for us. And that leads me to my next point, is my favorite Briostack feature is the notifications area of Briostack. That's where you can send text messages, emails, and phone calls automatically without ever having to do anything except set them up. The setup process is extremely customizable. You can set the phone call to go before an appointment. You can set an email to go out after a bill is due. All kinds of really, really cool stuff. That saves us tons and tons of time, but it also creates an incredible customer to business connection where our customers feel like that we're talking to them, communicating with them in a professional manner. But in reality, we're kind of just sitting back, kicking back, and letting the Briostack software do all the communicating for us. If there's a problem, the customer calls us. But if everything's smooth and running, then we don't ever talk to the customer. So that's incredibly powerful. And that's my favorite feature of Briostack is the notifications. And finally, just some quick advice on switching softwares. The 2 things that I was most concerned about whenever we were switching softwares, and this is probably what you guys are going to be concerned about as well. If you do want to switch softwares, is training technicians how they're going to react to the change, and of course, how your customers are going to react to the change. Those are both very, very important and pretty concerning problems you might have. I'm not going to lie, there is a lot of work that needs to be done initially when you switch over systems like that. You have to spend time training your employees. You have to spend time communicating extra with customers, answering their questions, showing them how the new invoices look, showing them how the new customer portal looks, all kinds of stuff like that. So you're not going to get around doing some extra work in the beginning, but you have to realize that if you think that this Briostack software, and it does, make your business run smoother, then you're going to need to look to the future to realize that if you want to improve, if you want to have a smooth business in the long run, you're going to have to make short-term sacrifices. Where I'm from, one of the sayings is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, I don't like that saying in business. Maybe that works for a truck or something, but if you're not growing, if you're not improving your business, then you're falling behind. There's always ways to do things better. So that's my advice if you're considering switching. So thank you to Briostack for asking me to do this video, and that's it.
Hey, I'm Jennifer with Golden Circle Exterminators. We were looking for a partner to go to a paperless system, and Briostack definitely fit the bill for that. From implementation on, they were there every step of the way to make sure that we were doing what was best for our customers and for our team. One of the biggest opportunities that we had as a company was we had these wonderful technicians that were so good at servicing houses and customer service, but they were being bogged down with making the appointments, dealing with paperwork, doing things within our system we were using before. Briostack allowed us to give them tablets, let them go out into the field and do what they do best, which is take care of the customers. We now do all scheduling from within the central office. We take care of all billing, all customer service, so the techs can really be free to do what's best for them. It has been a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful system for us. And our customers love being able to have the option of not having paper. Most of our customers prefer email or text. We do still have some customers that like having paper, and I like that we can drill down by customer and honor what they want. One of the biggest things we've worked on this year is working on our AR and keeping everything current. It has been great to have some custom features put in for us where we can run reports just based off certain time periods and then send out notifications based off how we can actually get in front of the customers for payment. So we've actually started implementing some text links, some different reminders that really keep us in the office on our game, because we can set up when we want those reminders to go out, so we're not having to remember day to day, and all we're having to do is do checks and balances. Looking forward to learning more about some of the new features of Briostack, like the playbooks. I think that Briostack is doing a fantastic job of keeping an ear on what their clients are telling them they need and working to improve those areas. So we definitely would recommend to anyone that is still using paper to look at a program like Briostack, where you can really free up your employees. It has a much more professional look, I think, and I think our employees really have a sense of pride being able to take an iPad, take care of the customer, have all the answers there if they need them, but also be freed up to do what they're good at. So thanks. Bye.
Hi there. My name is Sean Smith. I'm the Sales and Strategic Partnership Manager here at EverConnect Live. I know some of you just probably said EverWho. EverConnect is a part of EverCommerce, which is a collective of over 50 software solutions platforms for service-based industries to help them grow and scale their businesses. So they own payment processing platforms, reputation management products, scheduling software, job tracking platforms. EverConnect represents the marketing and technology piece of that puzzle. So through the consolidation of 10 marketing and lead generation platforms, EverConnect was born. This allows us to have multiple product offerings to best suit the needs or preferences of our clients, how they would like their leads to be delivered. I'd like to speak to the Live Calls product today specifically. The Live Calls network has been in existence for 13 years. We have found that over those years that for the home service-based industry, the live exclusive phone lead converts better. We do this by running our own non-branded industry-specific landing pages and campaigns. We also have affiliates that help drive us more volume to our clients. The live platform is pretty self-service with an easy-to-use dashboard to review your calls, activate and pause leads immediately, and even dispute should you need to. In addition, you will also have a designated account manager to onboard you, train you, provide you feedback, and who can respond to any pressing issues on the account. They will do this by giving you a set of best practices to follow, as well as continued feedback if needed. You can meet with them weekly, monthly, bi-weekly, whatever you need. How can we specifically help you? Whether you are just a startup looking for that initial lift, or if you've been around for some time and you're looking to scale, or all the way up to an enterprise business trying to keep their techs busy, we can help supplement by filling that top of funnel. We want to help you drive more top-end revenue so that you can hit and exceed your goals. We're extremely excited to partner with our sister company, Briostack, to offer their clients an exclusive promotion. We're offering any new company that signs on a $500 lead credit. So that's 500 free leads to start. In addition to that, we're matching their first month spend up to $1,000 as well. I look forward to meeting with some of you. Simply reach out if you have any questions or would like to have a casual chat. Thanks.
Thank you so much for joining us on our webinar today. It's been a privilege being able to share with you a little bit more about Briostack and about pest control software in general. We recognize that the demands on your time and energy are increasing every single day. Whether it's the changing landscape of the industry, new and increased regulation, or increasing customer demands from the way you communicate all the way to the way you service their individual accounts. These things play a pivotal role in being able to run a productive and profitable pest control company. We hope that today you learned a little bit more about ways to solve these problems, to work with technology to help your customers be more successful, to help your business thrive, and to help your employees feel more at home. Thank you so much again for your time, and we hope to see you again soon.